There you go. There you go. Another win by Red Bull. Another win by Max Staffan. And you've got to say, they deserved it. They put the work in over the winter. They put all the eggs in one basket, like I told you yesterday in my qualifying video. Mercedes have stopped developing this car for this year. They're concentrating more on next year's car, because TOTO Wolff said numerous times that when the new regulations kick in next year, they want to start it straight away on the front foot. They don't want to be on the back foot at the beginning of next season. This car, they've basically stopped developing it, and it shows. Red Bull have got the fastest car on the straights. Red Bull have got the fastest car on the corners. There you go. Very simple. At the beginning, I said Mercedes had the fastest car. No, not anymore. If you know me, I'm honest. I might be a Mercedes fan. I might be whatever fan. But I am honest. And I'm telling you right now, Red Bull have the fastest car. Showed it at the street tracks. They've showed it at the normal tracks. It doesn't matter. They got the fastest car. And next week, we're going to be in Red Bull's hometown. We're going to be at the Red Bull Ring. The Red Bull Ring. That's like Max Staffan's second home. You remember a couple of years ago when I was at the Red Bull Ring, the Red Bull team, when most of the crowd were orange. What do you think we're going to see this year? Even more. Max Staffan, he's the star so far of this season. Very simple. Very simple. And I've got to take my hat off to him. I've got to take my hat off to Red Bull. I'm not wearing a hat, but I've got to take my hat off to Red Bull. And that's it. They got everything. It's like a poker table. It's like a poker table. They went all in. Red Bull put all their resources, everything all in for this season. If they have to sacrifice next season, so be it. Christian Horner is salivating to win this world title. He won 5 world titles, constructors, and Max Staffan wants his drivers' championship. If that's going to sacrifice next season, so be it. It's evident and it's obvious that Mercedes have sacrificed this season. You can see it now. But Red Bull went all in. All in this season, and now you can see it now. It's evident for everybody to see. It doesn't matter if you're a Mercedes boy. It doesn't matter who you support. Lewis fan. It doesn't matter. You got to be honest with yourself. And at this point in time, I know there's a long season to go. I know there's a long way to go. But at this point of the season, you can see that Red Bull have the fastest car. Very simple. Max Staffan at the beginning made a mistake. But look, I've just saw an interview with Lewis Hamilton, and he actually said it doesn't matter. If Max wouldn't have made that mistake, he would have stayed in front. Because Lewis could see that they've got the straight line speed. I saw Lewis come out when they'd done that pit strat. Listen, when they'd done that everybody's saying that it was wrong on the strategy. The one who got fucked was Valtteri Bottas. Again. Bottas said, pit me. And did they listen? No. They kept him out there. And what happened? Perez done him at the end. If they would have picked Bottas earlier, he would have probably got a podium. Bottas just said himself in the interview, if they would have picked him early, like he said, and picked him again the second time, he would have had enough tyres to catch up with Perez and probably got the 3rd place. But they didn't. They kept Bottas out there. And Bottas showed his frustration today. Again, Bottas got screwed. Pressure's getting to Mercedes, in my opinion. They could come out and say, oh, pressure's not getting to us. Don't worry about it. But you're just kidding yourself. And you can see now the pressure's getting to the engineers, the pit team, TOTO. TOTO can laugh as much as he wants. TOTO could come out and say, oh yeah, crack little jokes at Christian Horner. But at the end of the day, they're feeling the pressure. Red Bull have got the best car right now. I'm not going to say in the future. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I don't know what's going to happen after the summer break or at Silverstone. But at this point now, Red Bull have got the fastest car. Very simple. And it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter who you support. It doesn't matter who you support. Facts are facts. Red Bull are the team to beat. And in my opinion, Mercedes have got a lot of work to do to catch up with Red Bull. And the thing about it, it's not like before when Albon was always finishing 8th or 9th or 10th. They've got a guy now beginning to get podiums every week. Sergio Perez. Perez is there with Max Staffan. Long as he's there or thereabout with Max Staffan, and Max Staffan gets the win, that's the constructors in the bag. You can't blame Bottas. Bottas done his best. Strategy team done him over. Very simple. It was there to see for everybody that the strategy team of Mercedes failed Bottas again. Failed. Review time. Max got a good start. At the beginning, he was in front. He got a good start. But he made one fundamental mistake. He made a mistake in the first corner. He went wide. He was saying to Christian Horner, saying at the end of the race that he was saying it was the wind what caught him out, the crosswind. He went a bit wide and Hamilton got in 2nd place.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
But even at that point when I was watching it, I know Lewis there was like a 2.5, 2 seconds between Max and Lewis when Lewis gained away. But even at that time, I was thinking, see, when I watched last season, if I saw Red Bull last season and I was chasing Mercedes, I thought, you know what, Mercedes are going to pull away. But this season, they look vulnerable, Mercedes. And even at this point of the race, I think it was like 4 or 5 laps in, I was still thinking that Max could catch Lewis. Because that Red Bull car looks like Mercedes car from last season. It's well planted to the ground. It's good at cornering. It's good at the slow speed corners. And even then, Alonso, my favourite driver on the F1 grid. He was battling with Charles Leclerc. He passed him in, I think it was turn 4, showing his old skills, what he's never lost, what everybody thought he lost. But in my opinion, I've told everybody that Alonso has not lost his skills. He's still got his skills. One, he needs to get on top of the car, which he has. Takes a couple of races in. He hasn't been in Formula 1 for nearly 2.5 years. So he had to take him up. It took him a while to get up to speed, and he finally got there. And now Alonso's shown his true skills. Lap 5. Hamilton, I think it was Hamilton would come on the radio, and he was saying these tyres are not going to last. And then I was thinking, no way. Lap 5, how are you going to know at lap 5 if these tyres are not going to last? Bottas was coming on the radio, was saying as well to the team, the tyres are not looking good. The tyres are not looking good. And we weren't even 10 laps in. And it was both coming on the radio. The commentators, Crofty, Martin Brundle was saying, oh, I don't think that's true. We know what happened last time. You know, when Hamilton says that his tyres are going off, and a couple of laps later, he does fastest lap. So at this time, nobody believed Lewis. Nobody believed Valtteri Bottas. We know how the Mercedes strategy goes. Lap 15, Leclerc picks hard tyres. Lap 16, Tsunoda picks 2.7 seconds, puts the medium tyres on. And lap 17, Ricardo puts the tyres on 2.3 seconds. So at the beginning of this race, even 10 laps in, I was thinking to myself, Ricardo's having a good race. Ricardo is having a good race. I had a feeling that Ricardo was going to get on top of the car today. It seems like he's moulding to the car now. It took him a while. It took him a 5 races, 5-6 races, and finally he's showing his true skills. What he's got, a little bit like Alonso. Guys like Alonso, people like Ricardo, people like Vettel, guys like that and Perez, the great drivers and the special drivers. And guys like that are not going to take long before they get on top of the car. Some people like Sainz for Ferrari, for example, Sainz, he got on top of his car straight away. Doesn't make him a better driver. I'm just saying he just got on top of the car straight away. Maybe the way the Ferrari car was, it was perfect for the way he drives, and that's all it is. It took Ricardo a while. It took Perez a while. It took Vettel a while, but finally they got on top of the car. Lap 18, Bottas pits put to 2.5 tyres on, 2.5 hard tyres on. Bottas pits at lap 18, 2.5 seconds hard tyres. Gasly pits 3.1 seconds, puts a hard tyres on. And Ricardo, because Ricardo pitted when he did, the undercut worked perfect. He passed Gasly and he passed Charles Leclerc while they was coming at the pits. So the strategy for McLaren at this point of the race, at lap 18, was perfect for Ricardo. Like I said at the beginning, I could see the way Ricardo was driving. He was back on a normal track, the way where he's comfortable, and it looked like he's getting the hang of his car. And Ricardo, and congratulations to him, because a guy like that should be on the podium. He's got the car to do it. Maybe in Austria in next week, he might get a podium. We'll see what happens. We don't know what's going to happen with McLaren at Austria. Usually they do good at Austria. We'll see what happens. But Ricardo's up there now. I hope he gets more further on in the points, because a guy with that talent, he should be up there in the Drivers' Championship. He should be at least 5th place at least. So, lap 19. And they pitted Lewis, and it was a 2.3 seconds. Put the hard tyres on, and then when he put the hard tyres on, he come out, and I thought, yeah, as long as he stays ahead, he'll be fine. And then what happened? They picked Max Staffan. He must have done a fast lap. So they picked Max Staffan, and then when Max Staffan come out the pits, he come out in front of Lewis Hamilton. He pipped him to the post. Because for all I know, Max Staffan must have done an amazing lap. He must have done an amazing lap. So when he knew Lewis coming to the pits, he must have done one fast lap. He came into the pits, put his tyres on, he come out, and he come out in front of Lewis. And at that point, when he come out in front of Lewis, I thought to myself, this race is over. This race is over. At that point, I thought this race was over. And I was thinking to myself, what happened? What happened? Everything was going so smoothly. And soon as the pit strategy come in, and it was a good pit time. It wasn't like it was a slow pit. It was a fast pit for Mercedes. But when they come out, Lewis Hamilton, Max picked Lewis to front place, and he was in front. And I thought at that time, it's over. Max put the medium tyres on. No, Max had the hard tyres on. Lewis had the hard tyres on. And by these points, I thought it was over. So, lap 25, Norris pitted, put the hard tyres on. It was a 2.6 seconds. Okay pit for McLaren. And the pitted Perez at lap 25 as well. And he put the hard tyres on. The left Perez and Norris and Perez. Norris and Perez was the guys who were out there the longest. And then lap 25, they both put the hard tyres on. Lap 33, well, with lap 32, Max was complaining about the tyres are wearing away. So what they did, they gambled. They done what Mercedes did in Spain, and the same thing what they did in Hungary in 2019. What happened is at lap 33, Max pits and puts the medium tyres on. Today was gone for a two-stop strategy. Lap 34, lap 33, Hamilton was complaining about his tyres, but lap 34, when he was out in front, he said the tyres were fine. So I was thinking to myself, right, Max was way back. Can he catch him? Can he catch him? But in my head, deep down, I was still thinking to myself, Max can still catch him. Because towards the end of the race, I knew that Lewis' tyres was going to wear away. I knew his tyres was going to wear off. So Max was catching him. Max ran into a bit of traffic. Bottas was complaining on the radio. He said to the pit team, why didn't the fuck did you listen to me when I told you to pick me? He swore on the radio. And understandable, because they're always screwing Bottas. They're always screwing Bottas. They were saying, there was basically the commentators were saying Bottas' job now is to try and hold up Max Staffan. And Bottas said, why didn't you fucking listen to me when I told you to pick me? Because Bottas was saying if you would have picked him earlier, then I could have passed Perez at the end and got a podium. It could have been a podium. But they didn't listen. Mercedes strategy team thought they knew the best. But not always. Just up when Rosberg was talking about the simulator thing yesterday to TOTO. TOTO said, oh, but the simulator said this. And then Rosberg here, but Rosberg said maybe you should listen to the engineers because sometimes the simulator could be way off. And it's the same with this. The driver knows. I've always said that the driver's in the car, he knows if he needs new tyres or not. And Bottas was saying long before, pick me now and get me nice some fresh medium tyres on, and then at the end I could take Perez. But they didn't. They left Bottas out there and his tyres fell away. And towards the end of the race, Perez passed Bottas. Bottas went into 4th place, and he was warning him. And again, Mercedes screwed Valtteri Bottas. There was about 4 seconds between Hamilton and Max Staffan. And I thought maybe he could probably win it. Maybe. Lewis Hamilton. But he made a little mistake in one. I think it was turn 7. Went a bit wide. Lost about a second. And that was because of his tyres were wearing off. All on his left side, when they showed the thing on the TV, all the left side, all his tyres were red in the danger zone. So I'm thinking, no. And then 2 laps to go, Max was gaining him. And then 1 more lap to go, he passed him. So Max passed him just before the last lap. There was 2 laps to go. And Max passed him. Lewis didn't even try to defend, not in my opinion. He didn't try to defend. He just kind of just moved over and said, go on, pass me. But Max deserved it. Red Bull had the perfect strategy today. They had the strategy that Mercedes rolled the dice in Spain. And the same strategy that Mercedes rolled the dice in Hungary 2019. The same strategy. And that's it. At the end of the day, Red Bull got the fastest car. At the end of the day, the faster on the straights, the faster in the corners. And at the moment, they've got to be the favourites to win the championship at this point. I'm not talking about what's going to happen in the next couple of races. We don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of races. But what I'm saying at this point now, Red Bull have got the fastest car. They're the faster in the corners. They're faster in all the little slow speed corners. And they're the favourites to win the constructors as well. Because Red Bull have got the drivers up there together. Where they failed last year when Albon never done it. Albon wasn't there. They got Perez there now. And they've got the perfect strategy. And at the moment, they are the favourites. And it doesn't matter if you support Mercedes. It doesn't matter if you're a Lewis fanboy. It doesn't matter. When I told you, when I do these reviews, I am honest. I am 100% honest. I don't care who I like. And if Max Staffan wins, congratulations to Max. If he does win the world title, if he does, and wins the Constructors Red Bull, congratulations to them. Because at the end of the day, like I told you at the beginning of the video, Mercedes rolled the dice. They said, right, we're gonna stop developing this car, and we're gonna see what happens from there. And long as when next season starts, when the new regulations kick in, they want to be out front. They don't want to be on the back foot when the new regulations start, because that's no good. But Red Bull will sacrifice the next couple of years and put all their eggs, all their resources into this season, and that's what they've done. And it shows, it's clear for everybody to see what's going on now. But at the end of the day, that's racing. You do what you gotta do. And hats off to Red Bull. Hats off to Max Staffan. It was a good race. It was a good strategy by Red Bull. And that's it. This is the end of the review. This is Solo P1 signing out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Twitch, Follow me on Twitter. All links are going to be below. Thank you very much, guys. Bye.